Good morning, good morning, good morning. Love and immunity, beloveds. The battle is not yours, it is the Lord's. This is one of the best scriptures that we can perceive ourselves as. See, one thing about life, it says, I came here to give you life, and life abundantly. And the only battle that we have to endure in our whole existence here is life is beliefs. This was very hard for me to grasp for a very long time because I knew this. The thing about me being an internal being is I know all these things. Since I was a kid, I knew all these things. Every belief hurt me. Like every belief that was being given onto me, I saw it contradict itself. And this is why it is not hard for me to understand these things. It is not hard for me. Like I didn't have a hard time grasping my spirituality. When I cried out to God and God just started sending the manna, like God started sending the manna. All I told God is that if you don't change this, one thing in my life is I always knew that things were against me. I have done some things that I'm not proud of. I have done some things that have hurt people. But one thing that I do not do is I don't intentionally hurt anyone. I've never done that. There have been times in my life where I can see people intentionally hurting me. And do you know that I did not have a malice towards them? Now, I was mad at God. Oh, yes, I was mad at God for a long time. Y'all can't even understand. If nobody ain't blaspheming God, y'all don't know that y'all are intentionally doing it, but I did it because I was angry at God for a long time, for he giving me this revelation, showing me the revelation of life, but then letting it just devour me. So I can remember as a kid standing in my mirror. As a kid, I can look back right now standing in my mirror so angry I would chop off my hair, but I was angry at God. I was never angry at anybody else. I was angry at God because I can hear God in me. I can hear God talking to me. I can hear God telling me to do all these things, but yet he's still letting these things attack me. But as you know, as I know, that we are here to learn. What I needed to learn was how to stand up for myself. That was one thing that I never learned how to do in my whole lifetime, and that's why everything always came against me. I was meek. I was meek. I was shy. I was ashamed of myself. For a long time, I was ashamed of myself because of some things that were done to me, and how I looked at myself wasn't righteous. I didn't look at myself. I told you I thought I was damaged goods. So my whole battle, was standing up and not being afraid, not speaking the truth that sets you free. See, I held everything in. I held in everything. I held in everything. I would let people do things to me intentionally and would not say anything about it. And because of that, God used me as a marker of life. He used me. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you. And how I come on here, this is truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. If I am not speaking the truth, you place it within me, you place it above me, you place it around me, you place it below me, ensuring that I always honor victoriously your living truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please, so help me every day, God, as I dwell in your kingdom of life and life abundantly. So the battle was not ours, beloveds. It is the Lord's. And when you understand this beautiful testament to life, I mean, it's like one of that marker right there, the battle is not yours. That marker right there is it's your armor. You put on the armor of God right there. Let me tell you, because God said, I came to give you life. And see, what you don't realize is that life is universal. It takes care of itself. So there's a scripture who says, who knows the heart is wicked? Literally, who knows the heart is wicked? See, as I grow and as I become more obedient in life, just life, I ain't messing with nothing else. Let me tell you guys, beliefs is our battle. We battle with beliefs. Every day you battling with nothing but a belief. Even in people, it is their beliefs that are battling with you. These people believe their beliefs is the best, the only, and you're going to live by them or you're going to die by them. And this is just how it is in a conformed mind, and might be muted for the truth. One thing about the truth is that you can dish it, but you can't take it. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, you can't. And this is what many people don't understand. You can put death upon my nation. This right here, this whole kingdom. But when I speak the truth, when I try to defend myself, when I see, one thing about life is that it's universal. And that's something that we are all guaranteed, and life don't hurt nobody. Life cannot hurt nobody. And one thing that is guaranteed is truth. Truth cannot hurt anybody. Truth is a honor within its own. It's like manna. Truth is manna. It can't hurt nobody. It cannot hurt nobody. You know what? When I was coming into this understanding, there was a lot of shit I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to hear. Just like it's crazy because I remember my journey with my daughter. I just remember my journey with my daughter. She didn't want to hear a lot of this stuff at first. And then as time went along, she would sit with me for hours and hours and hours and just listen to me. And this is what happens with many people that I'm around. I can get somebody and we can sit somewhere for hours and just talk because I am living truth. You are a marker to life. One thing that we are, tell them I am sent me. There's but one thing that sent me here, and that was life. This is my heart's desire. Right? What I do here. Every day that I can come on here, every day that consciousness leads me here to give you another testament to life, this is my heart's desire. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to honor life and life abundantly, to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. The battle is not ours. One thing that you have to understand, that life is it's a weapon. It's a shield. It's a armor. It's a gift. It's a blessing. It's a immunity to itself. And I want to give you what, as I was taking the shower this morning, an eye for an eye came to me to express this. See, my meditation this morning was this. I just meditate and God gives me the next testament to life that we need to work on collectively. And this is realizing that the battle is not ours, it is the Lord's. And as I was taking the shower, it gave me this parable. And it was an eye for an eye. See, a lot of people don't realize that we are here for one thing and one thing only, and that's existence. He said, I came to give you life and life only. And how I know this to be true, if I don't even need to read the Bible, because I want to give you a fact, a real factual truth on what I'm saying, because the Bible, man wrote the Bible. Regardless of what we want to believe in it. And yes, it is a spiritual law that we are reading. Everything is spiritual. Everything. Even the food that we eat is spiritual. Because a spiritual creator created it. So it's still spiritual, but the intention behind it is what we don't honor. We don't honor intentions, which are beliefs. That is our battle. Our battle is beliefs, but it told me an eye for an eye, a two for a two. So one thing about life is that that's all we're here for. So if you go against life, life automatically goes against you, an eye for an eye. So if someone denies my life, their life will be taken. This is why it says, who knows the heart is wicked? Many people don't know their heart is wicked. And I learned that the hardest way that I learned that is when I started growing. And then I started seeing everybody who did not want me to be healed. Like when you grow spiritually, you are healing. And there are people who do not want to see you healed. And that is the saddest. I mean, that was the hardest part of this journey, is when I started growing, when I started literally healing. I'm damaged goods, beloved. Y'all can't understand what I went through. And to see people not only come up against my life, like they were coming up against my life, they were coming up against my sustainability. There were things happening to me, beloveds, like people were trying to make me crazy. People were invading my privacy. People were destroying my property and intentionally. This is the saddest part, when it can say this, who knows the heart is wicked. See, these people don't realize that What they are doing is they are proving to life that they are not worthy of life. It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. One thing that is universal, and that is life. And that means that we cannot take another person's life. We cannot deny another person's life. We cannot destroy another person's life. We cannot invade another person's life. We cannot alter another person's life. So when you do this, it's an eye for an eye. What life is turning you into, it says you're going to be marked by the beast. And that beast is by your own immunity. You're going to turn into this plague. And that plague is going to destroy you. See, I came here to give you life. We don't have to honor. One thing that I try my best every day, and I make this a choice. Every day I have to make this a living choice, is not to honor a belief. Because I only have one right to this whole beautiful testament, and that is life. The only thing that is guaranteed to me on this day is life and consciousness. All that other stuff, it may come and it may not come. Let me just tell you. So if I got one thing that I can put my whole wholeness into, my whole consciousness into, beloveds, if I have one honor, one victory, see, because victory is already served. Victory is served. You don't have to worry about nothing when you put your wholeness, your whole Holy Spirit in one thing. And that's life. I don't want no other belief in this world ruling me, as I'm not serving other gods. A lot of people don't know right now they serving mammon. That's a god. You serving death. That's a god. You serving sickness. That's a god. You serving all these other gods. And you came here for one understanding. And that's life. And when it says the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's, let go and let God. That's what I would tell everybody. Our only battle in life is beliefs. And these beliefs use other people's minds. It's called conformity. Conformity is a sickness within itself. How do I know? I had to go through the journey of healing from that sickness. I walked through the valley of the shadow of darkness. My own. I was a plague against existence. Existence did not want me here. Did not want me here because I was valueless. I was heartless. I was dark. I was wicked. I was evil. I was sinful. I was deadly. And why? Because I didn't have not one testament to life. Not one. Everything that my beliefs taught me was to destroy it, was to deny it. And when you get healed and you start to see, this is how a conformed mind works. A conformed mind is a thief that comes to kill, steal, and destroy but one thing, and that is existence. Our only right to life is existence. And when you realize you were a thief that came to kill, steal, and destroy it, and you became an eye for an eye, see, death is execution. A lot of people won't get this. Death is execution. And it's waiting for you. It's waiting. Life is just waiting for you. Life is waiting for you to let it come in, accept it. Because ain't none of us been taught to accept life. Not none of us. And you can say that you have, and you can still have a world like this. You go on and lie to your life. Go on and lie. Go on and lie. That's all I'm telling you. It's a lot of liars around here. A lot of liars. And they believe they doing the right thing, and they never ain't done the right thing. You want to know why? Because if there was righteousness here, it would be dwelling in the formations, the entities, the foundations, the systems, the structures. Every last one of them would go by that same testament of life, which would automatically add immunity, equality, agape love, agape spirit, existence. I mean, it would add on to us the things in which life has already guaranteed to us. So when you listen to anybody tell you something and it doesn't represent existence or life, I came here to give you life. And how do I know this? I'm blood. Just because I'm blood, I don't even need to understand the Bible's version. I'm blood. And my blood has to be an immunity to one thing to give it immunity to this one thing, and that's life. Let no man deny what God has already ordained, sustained, decreed, and made a living testament to life. Let no man deny. And when you see that many come, but only few are chosen, you know why. You know why. It is one of the hardest things is to fight a battle. Everybody out there fighting a battle and they ain't gonna never win. You ain't gonna never win life's battle. Because life came to give it to you and you denying it in every form of your understanding, of your belief structures. You have denied it. You have never once accepted life into your kingdom. You can't, because in the conformed immunity, life can't exist. You got to come out the world. I'm just telling you, it's a sickness. It is a sickness, and this may be muted, but guess what? What you telling life? What do you think you telling life by muting it? By denying it to enter into your kingdom? You telling life that you wickedness. You telling life that you an adversary. You telling life that you are a thief who comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Its image, its likeliness in this testament. You know, we are children of the Most High, beloveds. I mean, love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. When I got this understanding, it's not nothing that I want to do. You know, I'm doing it right here. This is what I want to do. Honor life, uplift life, give immunity to life, spread the truth, spread the good news, be the disciple, the gospel, be the living word, the holy word, nothing but the word, nothing but the truth, the holy truth, and that's it. That's my testament to life. I don't have no other right but that. I have no other right in life but the right to life. And to ensure that at every present moment I am uplifting it, I am putting it out there, I am ensuring that it is growing, it is evolving, it is testifying itself, it is maturing, it is evolving, it is going to take itself to another evolution and where it will sustain itself in everything as immunity to life. You know, we have but one testament. We have but one truth. I and my Father are one. Just one thing. And when you can get this and you can just come out of the world, I mean, you heal. Life is about healing. A lot of us don't realize that we sick. Like we just sick. And a lot of people, I mean, until I admitted this, sickness was, if I don't accept truth, it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The very thing that I'm denying is going to eat away at my soul. And I got toxic shock to prove this to me. I don't need, like my own testament told me my own story. I'm my own book of life. And I've been dragged down to the dirtiest, darkest, deepest, deadliest secrets of life. Y'all can't understand. I had to go and I had to fight the battles of humanity's sins and transgressions. And I had to face those demons that live inside of this mind's conformity, that ego mind. Oh, I had every day. This is every day since I was 5. I had to hear that beast inside of me. And not only did I have to hear the beast, I had to hear it contradicting itself outside of me. See, I heard both kingdoms. And this is why at the age of 5, I can see contradiction, because I heard the one inside of me and the one inside of me. The one inside of me, I didn't hear it. I knew it. And then the one outside of me was telling me something totally different, but telling me to do it and then punishing me for doing it. But this one in me, this one that was in me, it never punished me. It never hurt me. It allowed me to go in and rest on it when the world was just about to destroy me. Many times in my life, I was debilitated. Y'all can't understand what mental health is. It's when everything is coming against. It says, do not be conformed by the world, but stay renewed in my mind. It's when everything is trying to take your mind and destroy it in you. See, being an internal being, I got to process life as a processor. So I can break down the definitions of anything. That's my beautiful testament to life. I can break down anything and show you that it is all a curse against this kingdom. It's all a sin. It's all a transgression. How do I know this? Because as a kid, As a kid, I saw contradiction in everything that somebody told me. If this person can tell me this and this person can tell me this, they both the same thing, but this one is punishing me because I'm not doing it the way this one told me. You sick. And that's mental illness. And what you were causing to me was mental illness. It was mental harm. And it caused me a lot of post-traumatic stress. It caused me a lot of damage. It caused me a lot of harm. And this is why many people, and I kept saying, I'm hurting. Like, I had a pain inside of my body that was so horrible that nobody can understand. When I say I know what kryptonite feels like, that's what it felt like, having these people do this to me every day. Every day in my life, in schools, in my homes, it's like I had nowhere to turn but to go inside. My only safety, my only peace, my only comfort was going inside and laying on God. Not realizing that I was dwelling in the kingdom of the spirit realm. Not realizing that's what I was doing. Because the only way that I can feel safe, as a kid, you want to believe that the adults are here to make you feel safe, but for me, they weren't. There was no one here. I can say all the time, this is hurting me. But everybody's understanding is a battle. It's conformity. So they can't see. They are blinded by this understanding. Everybody in the world is blinded by truth. And how I started to heal was just coming into my own truth. I have but one testament to life, beloveds. We all have but one testament to life. I came to give you life. That's the only thing we here for. We ain't here for nothing else, not no belief. If you can understand, the battle is the beliefs. It's duality. This person trying to tell you they way, this person trying to tell you they way, and both of them is fucking wrong. It is a warfare. And when it's a warfare as the body, it's a warfare in the spirit realm. You know nothing about those powers and principalities in the higher places. You know nothing. I do. I got to see them up close and personal. I got to process them. I got to understand them at a root nature. A nature in which no man can deny, but the one in which it is willing to become its own adversary as itself and against all forms of creation. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And that's what you see in a conformed mind, a conformed structure, a conformed society, a conformed system, a conformed foundation, a conformed formation. It's nothing but spiritual warfare. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And one thing about life is the battle is not ours. The battle is the Lord's. Stand still and know that I am God. Let go and let God. Once you can come out of the world and truly understand this, come out of the world, God will take over this world. God will start healing this world. It's been hard for me not to go out there and not to want to hang out and not to want to be amongst people that I love, even though I know they don't love me, and this is just the truth. Nobody in a conformed mind can love, and this is just the truth. And when you don't realize this and you don't accept this truth, it's an eye for an eye. You are being turned into your own adversary. You got to honor truth regardless. Jesus told us this. The truth gonna set you free. And why? Because you are a blood. You are an immunity to one thing, and that is life. So why would you ever want to poison your blood? This is why I say, who knows the heart is wicked? Who knows the immunity they got flowing through their wellspring of life? And you out there just destroying everything. The thief who comes to kill, steal, and destroy, with everything that your mind is adding on to this big old beautiful agape spirit. The battle is not ours. I don't have to battle anymore. I know that life defends me. I got but one testament, and that's life. My testament is not being a black woman. My testament ain't even being a woman. My testament ain't being dark. My testament ain't being this nose, this eyes, this mouth. It's not about anything. It's about being existence. It's about being the living truth of existence. It's about being the testimony to life. I have but one honor in this whole beautiful fabric of existence, and that is to be its substance. That is to be his living testament to life and nothing else. Nothing else. This is my heart's desires. What I come on here and do all the time, this is my heart's desires. Number one is immunity. It's healing. Because I'm giving back to life what I destroyed. I'm giving it back what I took. Because I was a thief. Not only am I giving back as I heal myself, or not even myself, as I heal others, our immunity becomes one. Now I can go out there and be around more people who are not sick, and who's not a plague to existence, who is not out there destroying people. Fuck what you saying. Fuck the mind is an immunity to life. That mind, like when I started coming into my healing to see people not want to see me get here, like I'm just trying to heal, and you destroying me, you casting me away from my own existence, you punishing me for healing. There was literally people, and God showed me this. But I forgive you, because it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. What you done against me, you are your own worst nightmare. You are your own worst nightmare. And that is going to haunt you in your blood, in your heart, in your mind, in your body, in your soul. You are your own worst nightmare. You are your own worst testament to life, because you came here for one thing. And one thing that we cannot do is destroy another existence. Why? Because that existence is universal. An eye for an eye. If I take somebody else's life forevermore, I'm going to have to pay that debt. Live as that DNA, and not just me. Everything that I produce with my seed, or with my womb, are my seed. Whether I'm a male or a female, I'm going to have to pay back that karmic debt. And everything that I produce, every fruit, whether it's business, whether it's a child, whether it's my health, whether it's anything, I'm going to be that producer of it. And you see this in structures and foundations and systems. You see the person's fruit. By your fruit, you're going to be known. You already know what testament you got to life. We all here to heal, beloveds. That's all we here for. We here to heal life. We have done the dirtiest and the defilest and the most sickest things to our own immunity. This is our immunity. I came to give you life. And do you know, as I journeyed here, like I'm going to cry right now, because God is literally showing me things as I'm talking that have been done to me. But I forgive everybody, because when I know the truth is that it's an eye for an eye. God gonna get you regardless. You can't do nothing against me. I'm you me. This is why I say, who knows the heart is wicked. And when I saw these things, yes, it hurt. Oh, yes. Oh, it hurt. It hurt. Oh, it hurt like hell. When I say kryptonite, it feels like kryptonite having your own immunity try to destroy you. You see, when you are an internal being, you see this on a higher realm. In the high places, you get to understand life. And that's where I've always seen life. I've seen life in the spirit realm. I felt life, like the energy. Hate don't feel good. Love thy neighbor. When you know somebody's heart is just, and then to see this person present themselves and represent themselves as something that they're not, that's even worse. To see these people out there got the authority, got leadership, and been given the okay to destroy people's lives. No, but that's something that you have to let go and just let God handle them according. Yes, they may hurt you, beloveds, but the battle is not ours. The battle is the Lord's. And one thing that you need to understand, when you come back to life, when you get out of that world and you truly come back to life, not religion, not religion's understanding of life, not the school's understanding of life, not the government's understanding of life, not your parents' understanding of life, not beliefs' understanding of life, but your blood. Come back to your blood. If you want to see life just as your blood, as your immunity, that's all you guaranteed. We're not guaranteed nothing else in this world, beloveds. And it told you, I gave you dominion over all those things. So you just let go and let me. Honor me in this one substance. Honor me. I'm the elemental kingdom. I'm the spirit. I send an angel before you. And this has been one of the hardest journeys for me. Is trying to walk in that testament when you got a whole bunch of people out there trying to tell you you can't heal. You can't be love. You can't be immunity. You can't add on to my life. You can't be who God created you to be. These people are literally telling you this. And they will go through any means possible to deny you to live as a truth, to deny you to live as immunity, to deny you to live as a presence that does not harm, that does not kill, steal, and destroy them and everyone around them. That was the hardest part, but that wasn't my battle. And today I stand in this testament to be able to tell other people about the good news. The battle is not ours, it's the Lord's. And anything that we do against existence, it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. It's coming against itself. This is why it says, love thy neighbor. We love thy neighbor because what we love in our immunity, we don't plague other people with that immunity. This is why many people don't know their heart is wicked. Who knows the heart is wicked? Who knows the heart is wicked? You ain't gonna know your heart is wicked when it's your whole immunity. Your blood is so tainted. Your blood is so deadly. Your blood is so poisoned that just your presence here on this earth is a plague. And this is the truth. It does not hurt anybody. Like you telling me that I'm black, that's not the truth, and that hurts me. You telling me that I'm something that I am not, that's not the truth, and that hurts me. But truth don't hurt. And this is the saddest part about the wickedness that dwells inside of people. They will continue to force you to be a living lie, to destroy you and everything around you. But they will not let you honor your healing. They will not let you honor your health. They will not let you honor your well-being. They will not let you honor your sustainability. They will not let you honor even their existence. And that's all we are here for. We are a collective whole body of existence. And it's very sad. It's dishonorable. It's what you would call evil. It's what you would call hate. It's what you would call racism. It's what you would call injustice. It's what you would call fear. It's what you would call punishment. Perfect love casts out all fear because fear has to do with punishment. And that's my favorite scripture right there. That is my favorite scripture right there because I felt a love so pure and a love so righteous inside of me. Like a lot of people want me to go out into the world and join hands with somebody that I know does not welcome me, does not love me. I have never been antisociable. Like many people, I've been told this in my life. You think you too good. You antisociable. No, I'm not. Your immunity hurts me and I feel it. You my brother, you my sister, to know that somebody is that dark, to know that somebody has that type of emotion and feeling and immunity for me, it don't feel good. I got the right to protect myself at all means possible. I got the right to stand up for my living truth and speak the living truth to ensure that it goes before life as a healing nature, as a healing modality to life, as a healing body and authority and presence. I have that right. I have but one right, and that is life. And I came here to honor it, to respect it, to guide it, to love it, to be obedient and to serve it, to testify it. That's my only immunity. I got no other right. And to know that somebody is willing to keep this right from me, to just keep, to tell me, to silence me, to try to kill me, to take away from my sustainability, to take away from my being, to take away from anything in my life. It's like, let go and let God. Let go and let God. Let life take care of life. And let death take care of death. Let the adversary take care of the adversary. Let hate take care of hate. You just be that one thing, and that is the immunity to life. And everything else will take care of itself, because you know, as I take care of the birds, as I take care of nature, as I take care of everything else, I will take care of you. The battle is not yours, it is the Lord's, and that is existence. You belong to existence, and existence wants nothing but you to just welcome it. Come out of the world, heal. Like that's my whole journey for these last years. A lot of people thought I just don't want to be around them. No, I don't want to be sick no more. I don't want to be up in people's faces and all you do is just spread germs, spread disease, spread pain. Y'all don't understand that my body has been debilitated. My whole life, the pain that I feel, it wasn't my pain. I was never producing that immunity. It was people around me. That frequency was just like, and this is the truth. It don't hurt nobody. Truth don't hurt nobody. Now you telling me that I'm black, you telling me your beliefs in me, that hurts. But truth can't ever hurt nobody. Truth is its own elixir to life. It's its own healer. You want to start healing? You honor the fucking truth. Stay out of those beliefs. Stay out of those conformities. Stay out of them occults. I mean, it's hard trying to live up to a belief. Especially a belief that got you out there having you gang stalk other people. You don't even know why you hurting people. You don't even know why you denying people's right. But it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. What you do unto me, life is going to do unto you. The battle is not ours, it's the Lord's. Like when you are in an occult, when you are in this big old clique where everybody trying to conform, just you trying to tell you in this one clique and y'all all green. Where does life exist in your clique, in your occult, in your existence? Where's life at? You telling this big old spirit to become this big old darkness, this big old plague. And y'all just this one big giant entity that goes before everything and destroys it. That's evil. That's hate. That's how injustice, all those things that you think out there, this darkness, it's you. It's you. It's not the devil. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. It's you. You are the wickedness. You are the darkness. You are the hate. You are the injustice. You create that entity to come before us all. And God forbid if you have a structure or a foundation or a system, or you running something that it's got to teach the whole world that distress, that dis-ease, that distress, that dishonor, that disvalue, that disruption, that chaos, that sin, that sickness, and that death. And this is just the truth. And yes, you might deny it, you might shut it down, you might censor it. But just remember, who knows the heart is wicked? Do you know who you are? Do you know that every time you come against existence, every time you silence the truth, you become a darker and darker and darker entity to this whole realm? In everything, by your fruits you're going to be known. That's the only thing you can produce, everything. Just because you got money don't mean you got a fruit of life. You got a fruit of immunity. You can have $1 billion fucking dollars and your spirit can be around this motherfucker killing off everybody in existence. And you up there roofing it up. Oh, get rich. And no, you get your ass healing. You get your ass health. You get your ass well-being. And then you come and you honor us with that money when you know that money will produce a fruit that everyone will be able to enjoy and prosper from. I don't give a fuck about money when my life is being threatened at every fucking moment when my well-being is being tainted at every fucking moment? Do you think I give a fuck about money? No. I came here for one thing, and that's life. And when my life is at jeopardy, when my health is at jeopardy, when my mental state of being is at jeopardy, money ain't got shit to do with me. Now, yes, in that conformity, you need money. But in this kingdom, you need life. You need health. You need well-being. You need a renewed state of mentality. So you are not a plague against the very fabric of all existence. So the external ain't trying to destroy you and everything that you touch, everything that you teach, everything that you preach, everything that you exist, everything that you form, everything that you send out as your entity. An eye for an eye. Existence is trying to come after everything. The battle is not ours, beloveds. It's not ours. We've been fighting the battle. And this battle, let me tell you, the battle is just a belief. You got all these beliefs that don't have shit to do with the one thing that you came to give onto this kingdom, and that's life. And how do I know this? I'm blood. If blood didn't create me, if blood wasn't my wellspring of life, then I would say that that wasn't true. But because I know my root nature is existence, I got to stand on it. I got to honor it. I got to be victorious. And every day I got to make a conscious choice to choose life. Because everything else, surely if you eat from that tree of good and evil, your ass gonna die. And that's just the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God, I am. The battle is not ours. We fought for far too long. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit love that. We fought for far too long, beloveds. We fought a battle. We've waged war against the very fabric of our own existence. And it ain't the devil we've been fighting against. It's our existence that's been trying to keep us from entering into the kingdom of heaven. When you are an elemental kingdom, that means you have to drink of your own truth, eat of your own truth, think of your own truth, abide in your own truth. Nothing formed against you shall prosper then. Why? Because you are not the adversary. You are its immunity. And all that you can go out there and do from that point on is add on to life. I came to give you life, and life abundantly, beloveds. And if no one has told you this today, love and immunity. Have an amazing day, and may every day be a conscious choice to dwell, to exist, to honor, to be victorious, to be sustained, and to be sustainability in one thing, and that is life. And through that testament, all other things, they must come, because I send an angel before you. Who is that angel? Life. Life brought us here. Life chose us in our mother's womb. Not those beliefs, not those foundations, not those structures, not religion, not government, not teachers, not schools, not entities, not formations, not names, not numbers, not symbols, but life. And it will sustain you. It will put an armor of existence over you. It will make you the wellspring. It will make you the presence and the substance and the mind and the word and the living testament. But you got to every day make a conscious choice to abide in yourself. Time to come out of the world. The world has never added a day onto our lifespan, and it will never add a day onto your lifespan. Money will never add a day onto your lifespan. Worry will never add a day onto your lifespan. Beliefs will never add a day onto your lifespan. Doctrine will never add a day onto your lifespan. Nothing external will ever add a day onto your lifespan. Why? Because it's only one thing that can, and that is life. So I think if you got one thing that you want to choose, stop choosing Barnabas and just walk in the testament of the one thing that you truly are, as the head and as the tail. Have an amazing day, beloveds.